Hollywood industry has been growing steadily with several high-budget movies. 2021 has seen some great movies so far. If you're looking for a one-stop destination for the best movies, then stay tuned. Welcome to Binge TV, and here are top 10 best movies of 2021. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to turn on notifications for more videos like this one. 10th place, Cruella. Cruella is a film based on the character Cruella de Vil from Dodie Smith's 1956 novel, The 101 Dalmatians. The film grossed $87 million worldwide and received praise from critics for Gillespie's direction, the actors' performances, costume design, production values, and soundtrack. Cruella has received 74% ratings from Rotten Tomatoes and 7.4 from IMDb. Estella Miller, nicknamed Cruella, is a creative child with a talent for fashion, but has a cruel streak. Catherine pulls her daughter from school and plans to move to London. She stops at a party for financial assistance. Estella witnesses her mother being pushed off a cliff to her death by the Baroness's ferocious Dalmatians. Estella makes her way to London and befriends two street urchins named Jasper and Horace. To go unnoticed, she dyes her black and white hair red. 10 years later, Estella is making ends meet alongside Jasper and Horace as thieves, while honing her fashion skills by designing their disguises. For her birthday, Jasper and Horace get her a job as a cleaner at the Liberty department store. A drunken Estella remakes one of the window displays and lands a coveted job with the Baroness, who is a renowned but authoritarian haute couture designer. Estella gains the Baroness's confidence, but eventually notices her boss wearing a necklace that once belonged to her mother. 9th place, I Care a Lot. The film follows a con woman who makes a living as a court-appointed guardian, seizing the assets of vulnerable elderly people, only for her to get mixed up with a dangerous gangster. Dr. Karen Amos informs Marla about a wealthy retiree, Jennifer Peterson. A judge appoints Marla as guardian to Jennifer, who suffers from dementia. Marla moves Jennifer into an assisted living facility and immediately sells Jennifer's furniture, car, and home. Marla discovers the key to a safe deposit box, which she takes and stashes away. Marla's business partner, Fran, helps renovate the house when a man driving a cab arrives and claims that he is there to pick up Jennifer. Fran informs him that Jennifer has moved. He returns to his employer greatly distressed, who threatens him with a gun. Roman, a crime lord, is Jennifer's son. He orders his underling Alexei to investigate his mother's living situation and Marla. Mafia lawyer Dean Erickson offers to pay Marla $150,000 in cash to release Jennifer, but she refuses, only willing to do it for $5 million. He threatens Marla and takes her to court. The judge dismisses the case as he cannot prove Jennifer hired him. Fran discovers that Jennifer Peterson is an identity stolen from a girl who died of polio. When Jennifer refuses to tell Marla her real identity, Marla teams up with property manager Sam Rice, having many of Jennifer's basic needs withdrawn. Roman, finding his mother's safe deposit box rifled, sends 3 thugs to Jennifer's facility to take her. 8th place, A Quiet Place 2. A Quiet Place Part 2 is a sequel to the 2018 film A Quiet Place. The Abbott family attends their son Marcus's baseball game. Mid-game, bewildered spectators look skyward as a flaming object slowly hurtles towards the earth. As people exit the park and try to drive away, the town is beset and attacked by alien creatures possessing armored skin and extraordinary speed and strength. The creatures are blind, but have hypersensitive hearing to target and track victims. The aliens have killed Lee, the Abbott patriarch, who sacrificed himself to save his wife Evelyn, daughter Reagan, son Marcus, and his newborn son. Reagan, who discovered that high-frequency audio feedback can incapacitate the creatures, devises a method of transmitting the noise from her cochlear implant through a microphone and speaker, allowing Evelyn to fatally shoot the creatures when they are vulnerable. With their isolated home now destroyed, the family searches for remaining survivors. 7th place, Nobody. The story surrounds Hutch Mansell, an ordinary man who has 2 children with his wife Becca and has an unremarkable job as an office worker in his father-in-law Eddie's metal fabrication company. One night, an armed man and woman break into his house, and his son Blake tackles one of them. Hutch is reluctant to intervene and allows the thieves to leave. The incident causes everyone to think that he's a failure. Hutch contacts his half-brother Harry on a hidden radio in his office and explains that he held back because the burglars were desperate, scared, and using an unloaded gun. Hutch goes to see his elderly father David and borrows his old FBI badge and gun to track down the burglars. He finds their apartment and threatens them, but when he discovers their sick baby, he leaves, frustrated and guilt-ridden. The bus he takes home is suddenly stopped by a gang of thugs, and Hutch takes out his frustration by savagely beating them to protect a young woman. He realizes he hasn't been actively communicating with his family and is inspired by his renewed self-esteem to reconnect with them. 6th place, The Father. The Father film was lauded for performances of Hopkins and Coleman, as well as the production values and its portrayal of dementia. Hopkins won Best Actor, and Zeller and Hampton won Best Adapted Screenplay. Anne visits her father Anthony, who has dementia and constantly forgets important life events. Anne tells Anthony that she's moving to Paris to be with a man, which confuses Anthony since he doesn't recall any men in her life since the end of her marriage to James. The next day, Anthony sees Paul and is confused by him living in his flat. Paul states that Anthony lives with him and Anne. Anne schedules an interview with the new caretaker, Laura, but Anthony tells Laura that he doesn't need any assistance. Anne comes home and argues with Paul over a canceled holiday to Italy due to Anthony's earlier behavior toward the caretaker and about Anne's sacrifices for her father. Paul asks Anthony how long he plans to stay in their flat and annoys everyone and slaps him. 5th place, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat follows Cole Young, a mixed martial arts fighter who is unaware of why assassin Sub-Zero is hunting him down. For the safety of his family, he seeks fighters that were chosen to defend Earth's realm against Outworld. Lin Kuei assassins, led by Bi-Han, kill the warriors of the rival Shirai-Ryu ninja clan, led by Hanzo Hasashi, including Hanzo's wife and son. Hanzo kills the attackers before being killed by Bi-Han, resulting in his soul being condemned to the Netherrealm. Raiden, the god of thunder, arrives and takes Hanzo's surviving infant daughter to safety. In the present, the realm of Outworld has defeated Earthrealm in 9 of 10 tournaments known as Mortal Kombat. If Earthrealm loses the 10th tournament, the rules state it will be conquered by Outworld. However, an ancient prophecy states that the blood of Hanzo Hasashi will unite a new generation of Earthrealm's champions to prevent Outworld's victory. 4th place, Godzilla vs. Kong. Legends collide as Godzilla and Kong, the 2 most powerful forces of nature, clash on the big screen in a spectacular battle for ages. 5 years after Godzilla defeated King Ghidorah, Kong is monitored by Monarch within a giant dome on Skull Island. Kong is visited by Gia, the last Iwi native, and Kong expert Eileen Andrews' adopted daughter, who is deaf and communicates with Kong via sign language. Bernie Hayes, an employee of Apex Cybernetics and host of a Titan Conspiracy Theory podcast, extracts data suggesting sinister activities at a Pensacola facility. However, Godzilla suddenly attacks the facility. During the rampage, Bernie stumbles on a massive device. Kong and his protectors undertake a perilous journey to find his true home. However, they soon find themselves in the path of an enraged Godzilla as he cuts a swath of destruction across the globe. The initial confrontation between the 2 titans, instigated by unseen forces, is only the beginning of the mystery that lies deep within the core of the planet. 3rd place, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Thousands of years ago, Steppenwolf and his legions of parademons had attempted to take over the Earth using the combined energies of the 3 mother boxes. The attempt was foiled by a unified alliance including the Olympian gods, Amazons, Atlanteans, humanity, and extraterrestrial beings. After Steppenwolf's army was repelled, the mother boxes were separated and hidden in different locations. In the present, humanity is still in mourning 2 years after Superman's death, which triggered the mother box's reactivation and Steppenwolf's return to Earth. Steppenwolf aims to regain favor with his master Darkseid by gathering the boxes to form the Unity, which will destroy Earth's ecology and terraform it into the image of Steppenwolf's home world. Steppenwolf retrieves one mother box from Themyscira, prompting Queen Hippolyta to warn her daughter Diana. Diana joins Bruce Wayne in an attempt to unite other metahumans to their cause. Steppenwolf attacks an Atlantean outpost to retrieve the next mother box, forcing Curry into action. The team receives intel from Commissioner James Gordon, leading them to Steppenwolf's army in an abandoned facility under Gotham Harbor. Although the group rescues the kidnapped employees, the facility is flooded during combat, which traps the team until Curry helps delay the flood so they can escape. 2nd place, Raya and the Last Dragon. Raya and the Last Dragon is an animated fantasy movie that grossed $118 million worldwide, making it the 7th highest grossing film of 2021, and received positive reviews from critics who praised the animation, visuals, action sequences, characters, voice acting, and messages. The prosperous land of Kamandra is ravaged by the Droom, evil spirits that attack and petrify the land's people and dragons. Sisu, the last dragon, concentrates her magic into a gem and banishes the Droom, reviving Kamandra's people, but not the dragons. A power struggle for the orb divides Kamandra's people into tribes, basing their placement along a giant, dragon-shaped river. Fang, heart, spine, talon, and tail. 500 years later, Chief Benja of the Heart Tribe trains his daughter Raya until she finally becomes a guardian of the gem. Chief Benja decides to hold a feast for the leadership of all 5 tribes. During the feast, Raya befriends the daughter of Chief Varana of the Fang tribe, Namari, who gives Raya a dragon pendant as a gift. Trusting her, Raya shows Namari the location of the gem, but Namari, betraying Raya, reveals that she is trying to help Fang steal it. Benja and the other tribes arrive at the scene and start fighting over the gem, which gets destroyed in the scuffle. As each tribe steals a piece of the orb, the reawakened Droom ravage Heart and its people. A wounded Chief Binge, discovering that the Droom are weak against water, throws Raya into a river before getting petrified himself. For the next 6 years, Raya treks across Kumandra to find Sisu to help her recover the missing orb pizzas. First place, Judas and the Black Messiah. Judas and the Black Messiah earned 6 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture and Best Supporting Actor for Stanfield, and won Best Supporting Actor for Kaluuya and Best Original Song. Kaluuya also won Best Supporting Actor at the Golden Globes, Critics' Choice Awards, Screen Actors Guild Awards, and BAFTA Awards. In 1968, 19-year-old criminal William Bill O'Neill is arrested in Chicago after attempting to steal a car. He is approached by FBI Special Agent Roy Mitchell, who offers to have O'Neill's charges dropped if he works undercover for the Bureau. O'Neill is assigned to infiltrate the Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party and its leader Fred Hampton. O'Neill begins to grow close to Hampton, who works to form alliances with rival gangs and militia groups while extending community outreach through the BPP's Free Breakfast for Children program. Hampton also falls in love with Deborah Johnson. O'Neill begins to relay intel to Mitchell, who in return compensates him with money. When a fugitive party member, George Sams, hides out in the local BPP office, O'Neill learns from Mitchell that Sams is an informant whose presence in the BPP offices allows for the Bureau to obtain search warrants. So, what are your thoughts on all these incredible movies? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure you leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for more.